Concord is an intense experience and something that everyone should do once. At least once.
My name is Peter Hoekstrabass. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I attended Empire in the UK for a couple of years, and I remember seeing a post in an Empire group saying that, oh, we had a really great meeting with these Australian LARPers who are looking to set up a game kind of modelled on Empire. And I was like, oh, damn, Empire in Australia? That sounds cool. I like the fighting, I like the social side of it, but if I had to put my finger on one thing, it's probably the gear. I like the costume, I like thinking about the clothes that my character would wear, I like doing all of the sourcing of the clothes on eBay and Etsy and whatever. But I do like getting into foam sword fight as well. I'd love to have a LARP that I feel so at home in that I really feel like I'm a part of the world. I've been to a few and I've always had a great time, but I've always felt like a bit of a visitor. I'd like to feel like a native.
I am Hannah. I come from Melbourne. I usually run at Exodus LARP, but I've actually got friends who have run at these Perth LARPs and here at Concord, and they've come over multiple times to the East Coast. And I decided, you know what? Yeah, it's time to come over to Perth and actually see what they do over here. I only heard specifically about Concord in 2019 when the guys from Perth came over again, and they were telling me about all of their wonderful story and the rich history that they had going on. I think my favorite thing about LARP as a whole is just being able to get into character and explore bits of my own personality that I don't usually get to see in real life.
My name is Kai. I'm from Brisbane. Flew over to Concord a couple of nights ago. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. I've been following LARP for a while. I personally haven't been doing much LARP or done any LARP at all. This is actually my first time. I heard about it through social media, and then I kind of lurked off on the side for a couple of months, kind of got an idea, got a feel for it, and then, yeah, I had to do it. LARP as a hobby, I think it gives you the creative freedom to explore a different version of the human psyche. So you get to create your own character and live through them and maybe act in ways and I guess become a kind of person that you wouldn't be able to normally. And
I think one of the things that I get out of LARP the most is the sense of escapism. A lot of the time it's kind of just a weekend away, camping, drinking, hanging out with interesting people, but doing it some way that feels totally magical and totally outside of the real world is the real pull for me, I think.
I wanted to see in a LARP this sort of really good sort of village coming together with all the players. It's something I'm really looking forward to at Concord because everyone here is a player as a part of a group together. There's all of these nations coming together and working as one to create this really good community. And then when the combat elements happen, people are acting as NPCs rather than player versus player animosity, which is what I'm used to at other LARPs. So I'm really interested to see how this mechanic's going to work.
I've followed several other events. Empire is the biggest, most notable one. I think being able to really put yourself into a character and step in their shoes and live life through their, I guess, their lens, I guess is the thing that I'm most excited for.
I wish LARP in Australia matched LARP in the UK, just in terms of scale and immersion and commitment to world building.
Being here, being at events like this, I get to dress up, I get to be the character that I want to be, I get to have all of these new experiences with so many different people.
I really wish to be able to get into the nitty-gritty of the game, to the system that these guys at Concord have created. I love the chance to be able to jump in and really immerse myself into the experience and become a character and live through their eyes. And
I had a blast. I'm completely exhausted. I'm a sweaty mess after the big fight today, but I had a ball.
Concord had so many wonderful moments. Even though I was playing as an Andash character, I still got to experience the Walk of Souls that the Green Wielders did. It was a very emotional moment. I did really like that bonfire. It was sort of connecting to everybody. But also spent most of my time in the surgery, and in that area I got to do so much role play with everyone who had come in from the confluxes.
100% it lived up to my expectations. I definitely got a chance to do a lot of stuff and be a part of the game in ways that I thought I might not be able to because I'm fresh and new, but it was, yeah, very facilitating.
I came hoping for a smaller scale version of the game that I played in England, and this was pretty much it. I feel like I was able to sink my teeth into it in a more meaningful way. I got some appointments and you know, had some busy, frantic afternoons and evenings. So yeah, I think it really lived up to expectations.
Well, I spent most of my time in the surgery, so I was doing a lot of that sort of thing, but I did miss out on adding to a lot more of the battles. I did bring over my weapons and didn't get a chance to use my Khopesh.
The level of, I guess, the character that you get into in the world that's built around this LARP is a lot more than I've seen in other LARPing events.
I guess I didn't really get to see that much of the other four realms in the game. I'd love to get more of a feel for what they're about, experience a bit of their culture. I really liked the Greenweald festival that took place on the first evening, marching through the town and the big bonfire, always fun. So yeah, getting to see a bit more of the other four realms.
Concord has definitely changed my experience of other games. I have learnt so much being here and seeing all of the little things about how the game is run.
Being able to just go out and do it is, yeah, probably the best thing you can do.
Exhausting, exhilarating, a damn good time.
Concord is an intense experience and something that everyone should do once. At least once.
An open mind will lead to more open doors.
It was fantastic. I absolutely loved Concord. I legitimately, as if the flights were cheaper, I would be here every single summit that they have.
I just want to say a big, huge thank you to the storytelling team and all of the storyteller, game masters, and everyone involved in putting it on. They've done a freaking amazing job, and I had a ball. And they should all be super proud of what they've put together over here in WA.